How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So in this video, I'm going to go over 5 items plus a bonus one of items that I think should be in your bug out bag or your survival kits or whatever they are that are often overlooked. Now, some of these are kind of mainstream items but have caveats or additional like pluses to make them better, to make these mainstream items more effective. Now, I apologize for the wind. It's just crazy windy out here. So hopefully the audio comes through and everything. But let's talk about those additions or those little things that I don't see too many people using, which would be a huge benefit for you and your kit. So first off, a metal container. Of course you have this in there, more than likely, to boil water and everything. And I see this a lot, which it should be in there. But I see a lot of people not running metal canteens or a metal sealable source of some kind. Now, why would you do that? Why would it matter? Couldn't I just use a Nalgene bottle or a Camelback plastic bottle or something like that? Yes, you could, but if I am boiling water in this, that's getting used up, right? Can't use it anymore. So now I have to wait on this. If I have a plastic one, can't really do anything with the fire with it. I have to wait until this is done, then to let it cool a little bit, and then to put it in there. But if you have a metal container, you could, in essence, boil your water in this while you're cooking in this or doing something different. Maybe you're making char cloth, right? You're heating up, other water, or maybe you're making twice the amount of water at the same time. Speeds everything up, and you're more capable for roughly the same weight. Now, I get it. This is titanium. This is a Keith titanium canteen cup set. This is an expensive kit. So if you don't want to spend the money on this, you can always go aluminum. Aluminum works extremely well, and they've used, through history, I mean, up until like Korea, which they went to in Vietnam, like the plastic cups and stuff like that, and past that, plastic canteens, which I get it, easier to manufacture and stuff like that. But having 2 metal containers of some sort that takes the place of your plastic bottle is a huge win and a huge benefit. So, next item on my specific list is a fix-it kit. So what is exactly a fix-it kit? What am I fixing with it? So a small kit with certain items, which I'll go over here in a second, that can fix your pack. Because realistically, your pack is your lifeline. If you need to use this kit, it's probably necessary that you have it on you. What if this kit or backpack would fail you? Maybe one of the straps fail, or your sternum strap, or your waist belt strap, or something like that, or the bag itself gets a cut or a hole in it. Do you have anything to fix that? Because if you do not have your bag with you in a real environment to carry your life-saving items, how are you going to carry them? This is going to be a huge, setback for you if you have to ditch your pack and find some other way of doing it. Now, is there other ways? Of course, there's different ways of doing it. But a simple lightweight kit like this that has zip ties, it has brass wire, it has a little bit of paracord, it has these large safety pins, like heavy-duty safety pins that are really big. It has some, adhesive like shoe glue or screening or buckles, shoelaces, all kinds of little tiny items inside this. And I'll probably give you a top-down view so you can actually see all the items inside of it. But this is necessary to keep that bag going in a major situation that your bag could fail you. Hopefully not, but if it does, do you have a plan for it? I recommend one of these kits, something small you can put together on your own. So next, kind of a mainstream item, is a poncho. I see a lot of people sometimes use them and sometimes not. And I see a lot of people just going to rain gear, which is fine, which the poncho is, fairly good for top, but not that great for your feet and for your bottoms. But this has so many different roles that it can do. It can literally be your shelter, it can be your rain gear, it can be collecting of water, it can be a bivvy, it could be a browse bed that you could stuff things in. This is so multi-use that I don't know why people don't put this in there. And I get it, this can be a little bit cold and it doesn't really seal in and whatnot, but the benefits of this for the weight are way high in the list. Now my next item goes along with this. So we'll put that off to the side. My next item is a Woobie. Now this is specifically a Helicontext Swagman roll. So this is pretty much the top tier Woobie or Poncho liner that will integrate into this. Now you can use this, of course, as, you know, different roll. Yet again, you can use it as a sleeping bag, you can use it as a pillow, you can use it as a hammock quilt. You know, there's all kinds of different stuff. Blanket, sleeping bag, with the zipper on it, with the ties, with the grommets, everything. You can use this as a, you know, a winter weight-based way or a cold weather system. You can split them apart, use them together, you can keep them together. These two items together for roughly, you know, 2 pounds and 2 pounds. So 4 pounds, you have a full sleep kit in coldish to moderately warm temperatures. Now, if you're getting really cold, you're going to need something else. But to cover all that temperature, I would say above 50 degrees, and 50 might be pushing it too, but that's why you have layers of clothing and other stuff like that you can add and plus up. But with that, huge capability just with this. Now, if you don't want to go expensive like this, look into a normal poncho liner. They're about $30 to $50, and they do roughly the same thing, and they're definitely capable, roughly, almost of the same thing as this Helicontext Swagman roll. But this thing is awesome, tons of different uses. I don't know why people don't carry this in. Anyways, my next item, or number 5 on that list, is going to be a satellite communicator of some kind. This is a Garmin InReach Mini. Now that I know they make the Gen 2 out, but you can text via satellite to anyone with this device. As long as you have satellite coverage and it's charged, you can text and get in contact with somebody. Now, I get it for outdoor things, you know, you just camping or doing all that fun stuff. This will help you a lot too, especially if you go out alone or you need help or you want help available, this is what you can do. But even in a bug out bag scenario, if you need to grab your kit and go, communication is key. So instead of walking, you know, 100 miles to the next town or wherever you are, or your bug out location, why don't you just walk 20 miles out from your specific event? Maybe it's a localized event that occurred, maybe a fire really swept through and, you know, they confiscated your vehicle because they needed it, you're on foot, I don't know. Just insert some scenario. And all you have to do is use this device and call someone up and say, hey, can you come pick me up? And you don't even have to get into your bag. They just show up, get in your bag, or get in the vehicle for you, and then they drive you out. Simple as that. Didn't even have to use your bag at all, just because of this device. So, of course, you're gonna have to, you know, go with batteries, charging, and stuff like that. I understand that, did a whole dedicated video on it. But communication, being able to outside communicate, especially if it's a localized event, whatever occurred, and you can contact outside for someone to come help you. Cool. And then lastly, the bonus item, in my opinion, that I don't see too many people carry at all, is honey. Local honey in a kit like this, I would say, is extremely beneficial. Now, of course, I'm not going to carry the whole jar. Specifically, how I carry the honey is in a small, you know, squeeze bottle like this that I can utilize, extremely lightweight. But honey is a huge benefit for food-wise, that sugar rush that can help you when you necessarily need it. Maybe you were just climbing a whole bunch of mountains and stuff and you need a little bit of a rush. You don't have to down this whole thing. You can do a little bit of it. It's also antibacterial, antimicrobial. They use this for hundreds of years to dress wounds because it would stop or limit, at least, infection from occurring. If you don't have those capabilities out here, you can utilize this. Benefit your food, bump up a little bit of calories. You can also bait with this if you're, you know, catching small rodents or animals, stuff like that. You can bait. And then also for your allergies. So if you're not used to being outside and you're using your pack and you're walking through a field, you're probably going to get stuffed up depending on the time of the year. If you're kind of slowly consuming local honey over time, it's going to help you with your allergies tremendously. I take honey every year, honestly, on a region or a weekly basis to assist, and it works wonders. Go look it up if you don't believe me. but I think honey should definitely be in your kit, and I don't see a lot of people using it. So these are my recommendations that I don't see a lot of people using. Well, some of this stuff I do, but having the extra layers or having extra items and me talking through them why I put them in. I get it, your situation is going to be different. Maybe not every single one of these items is going to benefit you in your situation, but I would recommend looking at it objectively and seeing, would that actually work? And maybe I should give it a try. So, and then lastly, of course, honestly, you can have all the best gear in the world, but if you don't get out there and use it, when it comes time to use it to possibly save you or your family's life, you're not going to know how to use it. Get out there and utilize this stuff. Even if it's just in your backyard, just dedicate yourself, like not going to the house for anything. Use the kit, see if it works. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, definitely like, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to contribute to this YouTube kind of thing, what I'm doing here, there's PayPal and Patreon available. If you don't want to do that, just keep enjoying the content. If you could, just hit like and subscribe. Helps out tremendously, honestly. But other than that, I hope y'all have a great day.